Hello everyone. I would like you to look for some images that we're going to be using in our Spot the Difference game. Before you go searching for the images, I want to make sure that you have a proper place to put them. So please make a new folder and start with today's date, 14/10/24, Spot the Difference. I got a lot of projects this last time and this folder was not made or it didn't start with the date, so please make it look exactly like that. It's time that you followed those instructions to the letter. Okay, we're going to be looking for pictures that have a natural background that'll be easy to clone stamp. That's your best bet. And we're looking for pictures that are either very much up and down or very side to side. We call this landscape, and this is portrait. And the reason we're going to be looking for pictures like those is because when we bring those different layers into Premiere, we want to be able to show the two pictures side by side. So as you can see here, this is the landscape version. In high definition, we'll give you the specific numbers that we'll be cropping these to later. But this would be an ideal picture because we could take a specific fish and duplicate them or erase entire parts, and it'll be pretty easy to do. The other way to do it is with them side by side. And so any pictures you find, just remember they're going to have to be either up and down or side to side. You can't have square pictures and show both of them at the same time. Now Google does help with this. If we want to do a search, I did a search for aquarium. Let me go to images. So this is the initial search page, and we are once again going to go to our advanced search options. These advanced search options include the large size. We want high resolution pictures, but instead of any aspect ratio, we can choose either tall or panoramic. So panoramic is another word for landscape, and I will go ahead and say give me just the JPEGs because that's the easiest way to make sure we can paste into the comments. If you can't find the kind of images you're looking for, you might take that off and just be aware that you'll need to save the URL some other way other than in the comments because it might not be possible. When you do your advanced search, you will see that you have some options up here. And you can change it, panoramic. Now we can go to tall and find tall ones. Now these did not turn out quite as well for the kind of pictures I was looking for. Panoramic in aquarium definitely had more options. And so I found this one here. Some others that might be good. Okay, so you don't want something really simple. You want there to be a rather complex picture so that people don't have such an easy time, but you also don't want to make it impossible. This one would work, but it's fairly simple, and so if you just put a couple extra fish or something, that might be kind of tough for them to spot. So some things are going to be better than others. Let's see, if I do soccer, whoops, it did find the right results. So something like this would be really easy to spot what the differences were, unless they were super tiny. Over here, this might be kind of fun. We might put some extra players, take out a player, and with this green background, that would be a fairly easy clone stamp. Something like this, well, maybe a little tougher, putting a face on another face. Making little tiny changes to the crowd would definitely not do well for us. So let me see if I can find something like this. Easy to clone stamp that grass, but then again, what would the differences really be? Here's one. This one would probably be a pretty good image to do for Spot the Difference. It's kind of like a Where's Waldo. You'd be able to duplicate some people, take people out. The green grass is really easy to clone stamp. So this would be an ideal kind of picture for a tough one. This could be pretty hard to do. So we might give people extra time. And it's already very panoramic, so cropping it to that landscape style would not be too difficult. If you got a picture like this and you wanted to do them side by side, then if the picture's large enough, you might be able to crop it and do that. But this is the sort of picture you're looking for, okay? So you can make your folder. Make sure that you are saving those URLs. If I go to my details here, you can see exactly where my pictures came from. And even the ones that I started cropping already, you can see that it kept that in the comments, which was pretty handy. So go ahead and start collecting some pictures. You'll want to have several to choose from, and I'll help you pick out which ones will be good to start with. When you get really good at this with Photoshop, you'll be able to pick some tougher pictures. But we'll be using Photoshop to take fish out and add fish, or whatever it is that you choose.